businessman, and the way I look at it is that it's all about accomplishing the objectives.
Mike, he obviously means that positively. I think when you look at just this new sentencing memo all about Mike Flynn being a businessman instead of a public servant, plus Trump Tower, I think one of the big problems hanging over them is whether they were acting too much for business and not the public interest. Whether or not that proves to be a crime, we don't know yet.
Ari, so many of these stories, you start to think that they looked at the presidency and the transition and everything that's happened since as some sort of New York City real estate deal. There's an old line about how that no warning alarms were heeded because none were sounded. What did they think they were doing that day in June in Trump Tower? What good could they possibly have thought could have come from that? Because we know now they sure as hell weren't talking about adoption. And so much of this, when I watch these people, because remember all the times we were told the best people were going to be part of this administration, they start to look like the gang that couldn't shoot straight.
Yeah, and as they say in the law, Shelby, gang, gang. You know that saying?
I don't.
Gang, gang?
Sadly. No, sorry.
Well, I'm sorry you don't know it. But you do get a consolation prize regardless, which is...
I'm here.
No, you get...
I'm just here to win.
No, not only are you here, you get our final thought. What is your final thought on where this heads for Kushner?
Where it heads is hard to know, but I do think if you look backwards and you look at all of the things that happened as a result in the aftermath of these things becoming public, Kushner omitted a lot of things from his clearance forms. We know that he left off, I think, hundreds of names. The Trump Tower cover-up that was sort of botched by Don Jr. If there weren't something there, it just begs a lot of questions. Why was the fallout so complicated and ugly and messy for these guys? And what were they trying to hide? I think there are a lot of fears in the White House today.
Right. And what were they trying to hide, sometimes illegally? And to bring us full circle, Mike Lupica, what is Bob Mueller trying to hide fully legally under these black lines? We don't know. Shelby Holliday and Mike Lupica, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ari.
You look like you have one more thought.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I did. I was just going to tell you that I know what you were thinking about Mike Flynn today. It was the old MF Doom line. Snitches telling all their business, sitting in court and being their own star witness.
You're making me look really bad with my rap lyrics.
First of all,
Thanks,
Lupica for the win, FTW, as the kids say. And also, I wasn't sure, but I had this feeling through the satellite you had one more thing, and you did. And we appreciate you for that. Sir and Shelby, thank you both. Up ahead, Roger Stone's taking the fifth, but still talking